He represents one of our major partners who's committed themselves to the work of Operation Hope and their contribution to making a difference. So I'd like to bring to the stage at this time Mr. Daryl Harmon, the Southeast Regional President of Wells Fargo Bank. He has a special presentation for us. Daryl, please join me on stage.
All right. Certainly welcome, and we at Wells Fargo are extremely proud to be a major sponsor of the 2016 Hope Global Forum. I must admit that John Bryant, he's been holding out on me. John, congratulations on 50. I thought you were closer to 40, but 50 is the new 40, I suppose. So, we're extremely proud to be here tonight. We have had a long partnership with Operation Hope, really dating back to John's Los Angeles days when he first started some 24 years ago. We have joined him in his efforts around financial literacy, joined him and his team in their efforts around affordable housing, joined him and his team around their efforts small business creation. We've actually worked with Operation Hope on a number of key initiatives. I first met John in 2010 when he had moved to Atlanta, Georgia. John and I met through a mutual friend, Shelley Freeman in Los Angeles, California. And she called me and she asked me if I would meet with John, and was happy to do so. John came to my office and we had an hour scheduled for the meeting. Needless to say, most of us in here who know John know that an hour was not enough. And I remember my assistant coming in after the 1 hour and pointing at the watch. I remember her coming in close to 2 hours and pointing at the watch. But what I saw that day and what I heard that day was John's incredible passion, John's incredible vision, John's strong desire to help those that were underserved. And I'm pleased to say that as I heard those things, as a person who's been in banking for 33 years, someone that's invested in a lot of businesses, I saw that day in John Bryant and Operation Hope an organization that we could invest in, an organization that we could grow with, an organization that had a vision much like ours at Wells Fargo. John, we are so thankful for our partnership, so appreciative of the partnership that we have with Operation Hope. We're so impressed with the Operation Hope leadership team and what they do for the underserved communities. John, on behalf of those team members here who are with me from Wells Fargo today, stand up, guys. So proud of this group. And certainly on behalf of the 265,000 team members from with Wells Fargo, whether that be from Los Angeles, California to New York City, or whether that be from Seattle, Washington to Miami, Florida. We're coast to coast, and we work with John Bryant and Operation Hope from coast to coast. So on behalf of those 265,000 team members, we would like to present Operation Hope. So if you would come up for a moment, my friend. This check, we'd like to present Operation Hope, this check for $750,000 for 2016. John, again, thank you for the opportunity to partner with you. Thank you and your fine team for all you do for the community, and we look forward to working with you for many years to come.
Good evening, everybody. The Bible suggests be hot or be cold. If you're lukewarm, I'll spat you out. Translation, even God is not like mediocrity. I asked a question. Good evening, everybody. So look, I want you to focus for just 1 minute. The check was incredible. Candy, thanks for being a bridge. You're a gift to this community, and Wells Fargo is lucky to have you, Candy Moore. But let me say two things. One, we have worked for a long time. The money is great, but Wells Fargo, which is a $2 trillion institution, technically the largest market cap institution in the world, I believe that's true, has a very stringent criteria for national partners. It's called a Tier 1 criteria. And we met that Tier 1 criteria as a signature national partner with the bank for the first time of very few to receive such a designation in 2015, and I'm happy this will help us help even more people around the country. So I want to give some additional context for that. Now let me say the most important thing to me. You've just met, and he's very humble, and you know, just eating your stuff and drinking your stuff, like, oh, that's some guy. This guy here is probably the highest ranking black in banking. If not the highest ranking, he is one of 5 of the highest ranking African Americans in banking. Listen to this. He is regional president for Wells Fargo. They're $2 trillion. He represents 5 states. Under his purview is $50 billion in banking assets. If it was a separate bank, it would make him one of the 50 largest banks in America. He's very humble. If you walk past you would know who he was. But this is what you call in my neighborhood a big baller and a shot caller. Give Darryl Harmon some love.